Today's question is about yoga for sciatica. Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa West, and welcome to Living Your Yoga. Today's question comes to us from Kayla from email, and she says, love the yoga for sciatica video. I'm off on a short-term disability claim as 2 weeks ago, a severe case of sciatica came about, and for the first 3 days, I couldn't even care for myself. It's never been this bad, and it's never taken this long to rejoin the flow of life again. A week after the onset, I got your video. I have to tell you that I used to be afraid of yoga because it's put my back out before. But finding out about the straight-legged forward folds has made sense. Oh, forward folds being bad made sense. So here's a tip. If you have sciatica, you really shouldn't be doing straight-legged forward folds. There's a freebie. No straight-legged forward folds. Okay. This video has been the most amazing ever. It really does relieve pain. So she asked 2 questions, and I've decided to share these 2 questions with you. The first one is downward facing dog considered a straight-legged forward fold? And so the answer to that question is yes, if your legs are straight. So you can bend your knees in downward facing dog quite deeply, and then that keeps it from being a contraindication for sciatica. So let me show you what I mean. If you do your downward facing dog like this with your knees bent, and it becomes a nice, lovely spine stretch, then no, it's not a contraindication for sciatica. But if you're going to do it like this, then yes, it's a forward fold with straight legs, and it's not a good idea for your sciatica. So here, see the difference? Versus here. You could even, play with fire and check it out in your body. Well, check this out in your body because it's going to feel good. So that answers that question. And there probably isn't a downward facing dog in that video because I wouldn't have done that. The last pose, and then here's the second question she has. The last pose in this video has you sitting with your legs straight out in front of you. It doesn't. It's a twist. So it's not going to be a forward fold. She says, I find that really painful still. So yes, it would be really painful still for some people with sciatica. So you could always bend your knees a bit and even roll up a blanket and put it underneath you. She says, if I bend my knees, bend my leg up by my hip, it relieves the pain, but I can't quite keep both cheeks on the ground and my foot isn't quite flat on the floor. So what she's talking about, the last pose of the class is Matsyendrasana, a seated twist. So she's talking about this. So, okay, maybe if I show it this way. So her foot isn't quite flat on the floor. And this is really common with sciatica because the piriformis muscle, like in your butt cheek, tends to be really tight. So either this foot comes on the floor and this hip comes way off. So if I show you on this side, this hip's going to come way off. Or the hip's on the floor and the foot won't reach down. So as my yoga teacher always said, there's nothing wrong with you, there's something wrong with the floor. So all you have to do, so I'll show it, I have to keep switching sides to show you, is fill your space. So go like this, take a blanket, fill the space. You may even keep this knee bent a little, roll up a towel, place something underneath it, do your twist like that. And there's lots of yoga poses in this Yoga for Sciatica video to stretch out your piriformis muscles so that this will become less of an issue the more you practice this video. And it won't become an issue, it will be less of an issue. So that will solve that second question. So those are good questions if you're dealing with the Yoga for Sciatica. So if you're interested in the Yoga for Sciatica video, I'll put a link to it in the show notes. It's a great video. I've had so many testimonials on it from people who have suffered from sciatica. Also, it's in the membership site as well as other videos that are helpful for it too. There's a Yoga for Herniated Disc. Those two tend to go together. And it's available in my shop. So the membership site's a great deal because you get like over 200 videos. So if you have any other questions about sciatica, you can always leave them below. If you have any other experiences with sciatica and things that have helped you, you can leave them in the comments below. So thanks for a great question. And that's all for today.
Melissa would love to hear your questions and thoughts. Please leave your comments below the video. Thank you for your reviews on iTunes and YouTube. Your reviews help us to share yoga and a yoga lifestyle with others around the world. If you have a question for Melissa, you can leave a voice message at melissawest.com, and Melissa may answer it in an upcoming blog.